What's up, YouTubers, one and all? My name's Fate1987, and today we're doing more Transformer reviews. This time, what we're doing is taking a look at the Terrans. The three that I had, the four, or rather five, or rather four, and then the second version of one of them, that we have not taken a look at from the official series. Yep. So, about, I want to say last week I recorded, and I've already probably uploaded at this rate, the Twitch and Spitfire review, plus I also got the Deluxe one back. Deluxe Twitch back. And all the way back in 2023, I did originally review at least the Warrior class of basically these two, and I also reviewed Nightshade. But since we're here at this rate, and we got everyone, and I'm not taking this picture again, I'm gonna remove you, that way it's a bit more, cohesive. She lost her gun. I'm gonna put that back on there. There you go. A little better. Yes, this is the Takara and Hasbro versions of Hashtag as well, so we're reviewing tonight. And, well, this is the first time you'll actually be able to see it on camera. But the entire Terrans. All the Terrans. Here's my problem with the Terrans, though. None of them are to scale, unfortunately. And that just sucks, really, because Jawbreaker is easily my least favorite of this review. And in doing so, yeah, it's not really. And also, just for comparison, because this is our next review, by the way, the best Earthspark figure, period. So yeah. We're gonna move this back in. So, we're reviewing these 5 Terrans. It is the Hasbro 2025 Deluxe, that was in the same wave as Soundwave. It is the 2024 Deluxe Aftermath. This is the Hasbro version. 2024 Deluxe, Thrash. 2024 Warrior Class Takara Hashtag, with the gimmick is gimped. That's why there's a spot here that's empty. And then the 2024 Deluxe Jawbreaker. Here are all their instructions, just to get it over with. Because you've probably never seen their instructions, so there you go. Hashtag comes with a gun and a crossbow. At least if the Hasbro version does. And I admit, I've always wanted to do other reviews and whatnot, and I've always wanted to look at other parts of the toy line, but to be honest, I kind of sold most of the toy line after the show just kind of failed. I've been slowly getting them back little by little, but only because some of these are fun, and some of these are just because I actually kept them here for a while. This is the Deluxe one. The Deluxe is a little bit of a different transformation compared to everything else in this damn wave. And, yeah, it is not simple at all. It also completely gimps the, it's basically the Season 2, because if you notice, not sure, Hashtag, no, Hashtag does not have it. He's the only one, no, 2 of them. There's 2 of them that have the Terran logo. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really mind this. Also, the Decepticon logo for the Chaos Terrans, because there's no such thing as a Terran logo, Chaos Terran logo. I mean, there was one that someone made a while ago, but that was just a that was just something someone made just because I was doing an AU and all that stuff. In which case, I am not doing an AU anymore because it's been a while long gone. So yeah, it is a little bit different, but you know what, I'm trying to skim through this because we're doing 5 toys in one review, because I can't really be bothered to do all of them in like one video, in each separate videos. So I'm just doing it all in one go. But yeah, this is gonna be a very long weekend. I do still have some extra videos I need to do for like combiners and stuff. But combiner month is gonna be starting later. Not now, obviously. But, you know. And yeah, that's pretty much it for her. And like, I don't know, I'm really excited for what's to come for the channel in terms of like reviews. Because well, I actually got another combiner that I just got, and I have another one on the way. But there's also other things I will not spoil just yet, because that's for later reviews. So, and if you want leader class and Voyager comparisons, well, here's a Voyager class truck for you, and here's a leader class jet. There you go. Yes, I have them on the side because we're going to be reviewing them. And, yeah. So, let's start off with... We'll start off with Deluxe hashtag. So, yes, the vehicles, they all roll. And then, Jawbreaker, well, I have to do articulation. So, these are on a little ball joint. So they can move up and around. His mouth can move, so that's good. His head can't really move up and down or left to right or anything. And, really, these are kind of limited. This is the, bicep. You kind of just have to unpeg them to actually get any leg movement. And then this is kind of like on a wigwag of sorts. And up and down, but that's, like, connected to a peg / post / hinge. So, yeah. And he also has 2 guns. That's from Season 2, by the way. I admit, there's some good ideas here for Season 2. Hashtag's alt mode, I really wish they could have done a Season 1 toy of, and not the stupid Tacticon's finger puppet thing. I mean, like, actually a toy of it, like, this size or something. But anyways, there's 2 different versions of hashtag, so we're gonna do this quicker version first. This is the warrior class version with the gimped gimmick. There's no gimmick here. She has a transformation to get to that gimmick, but you can't combine her with the gimmick because, well, she can't. And if you ever wanted to get this version with the gimmick, sorry, but Hasbro canceled that fucking toy. Hasbro canceled so many toys in Earthspark, it was a miracle that Soundwave even came out at all. So we're going to just open up the legs, and yeah, that's just that. And then we're going to essentially pull this out on both sides. Like so. Bring this down. And then bring this down. And that's basically how that goes. Fold the arms. And then you can kind of see where the gimmick used to be at. Oh, and then also make sure to fold down the shoulders as well. You know, always have like those headlight shoulders. And fold that in. And there you go. That's hashtag for you. The warrior class one. And yes, both this and the deluxe have the problem of they do not have proper eyes. They just have a visor only. It is very unfortunate. You can store the guns here. There's pegs here. You can just store them here. Or you could hold them in your hands, which is what I'm going to do. Now, because I have 2 versions of hashtag, and because I don't like giving away exclusives like this, and this was originally meant for Holly, but because I no longer have access to Holly or at all, I'm keeping this. This is going to be standing in as a character that Chaos Terran OC I call Hacks, which is basically a doppelganger hashtag who basically grew bitter about being discarded because she was originally the AI that got basically nuked from the show after Season 2 called Val. Yeah, Val got done dirty in the show, like a lot of things, but, you know, that's saying something. So, the Deluxe Class one. This one transforms a little differently. And I honestly like the transformation a lot more than this. And also, I like the colors here too. Of course, this is more show accurate to Season 1. This is Season 2 colors. Again, really like it. So, first you want to do, pop this up, bring this up, there's the gun. I suggest you take the gun out. Then, we're going to essentially slide the shoulders down, and we're essentially going to start to repeat some of the same steps here, except this part's a little different. So that shifts back a little bit, and then this right here, the legs split down like this, and they spin around like so. Spin around like so. And yeah, I also like the gold rims on here. It's not exactly accurate to the show, but fuck me, is it actually cool. So then you bring these up, and then you fold the arms in, and there you go. And then you can bring the arms down. And no, she does not have a waist, unfortunately. But, you know, that's fine. And you can flip this up in here, and then fold that in. And then pretty much same exact steps as the... So, most of the engineering is brought here, but there's a few extra steps that make her different. And I really like that difference, because she ends up looking a lot more accurate in terms of how slim she looked. So, yeah. There we go. There's hashtag, and she comes with both a gun and a crossbow, which she can also use as an axe. As a hatchet of sorts. But honestly, I prefer the crossbow. I really prefer the crossbow. And you could also store the crossbow on the back using this port here. There's a peg right there. And yeah. That's basically hashtag for you. So, it also seems like the Deluxe is taller, just slightly, than the Warrior class. Which is saying something, because, you know, they both have that aspect, but they both work differently in some ways. Like, she works differently in the legs and the backpack, but their transformations are pretty much the same from then on. Like, really, their legs and the backpack is the two main ways these two differentiate. They both pretty much have the same exact articulation, complete with ball-jointed heads and whatnot. So, yeah. Except she also comes with two guns. She comes with one gun and a crossbow. I always imagine this gun to kind of like flip it around and like say, this is a camera. Because, you know, hashtag was definitely a camera girl in the first season. In the second season, not so much, but then they just brought it back in the last season for just, oh, because that's what the character used to be like. No. No. Just, no. They ruined so many things in Season 2. But one of the better aspects of Season 2 was, actually, no, scratch that. This was not a good season. This was not a good character in Season 2. I think Aftermath, and also Jawbreaker. I'm not going to do the combination. Yes, there's a fan combination you can do that actually is based off of the original show's, episode 5 from Season 2. I'm not doing it. You can just fuck right off and find that somewhere else. I'm not doing it here. I hate that episode. And I hate these two characters in general. I think, genuinely speaking, Jawbreaker and Aftermath are my least two favorite Terrans. The only reason why I keep these two around is because, well, just speaking, also I love the way his legs transform. His toy is really great. His character is the one that sucks. But in terms of, like, I just do not find these two appealing at all. Like, in terms of a character, they are just, they just mean nothing to me. So we're going to fold this all out. Then we're going to fold this in. Yes, in. We're going to fold the head up, around, like so. Then we're going to fold this up, and then this part is a little tricky here. What you want to do is that you want to essentially make sure that all of this is lined up properly. Bring that down. And this is how you want it done properly, because the shoulders here have to be aligned in such a way where these two tabs are going to clip into the backpack like this. They pretty much are the one thing locking the toy into place. I really like the transformation. I like the fact that like some things in this toy you're about to see what happens with them, and yeah, that wasn't supposed to happen. But, yeah, you can do the hook arm on the bottom, or you could do my favorite configuration, which also is after you, flip around the arms and whatnot and fold out the hands to finish the transformation. You know, he really is a nice transformation. I really do think that out of everything, he's one of the better Deluxes of the Terrans. He's got really good articulation and everything, so he can do the arm cannon here, but he can also peg this onto this other port, and he got the claw, he got basically the arm hook thing from the show, which is really nice. I do think they kind of captured his look pretty well in the toy, so that's nice to see. So yeah, that's Aftermath. We're doing articulation in a moment. We're going to take care of this guy. This is an interesting transformation. I don't hate it, but I find it a little weird. So, we're going to open these up on both sides, and then this entire section is where it gets different. So, essentially, this is how you want it oriented when you're transforming it to vehicle mode. The crotch has to face, so when you're transforming it, it has to turn like this. Okay? And where this little tab here on the right leg is going to slot into here. That's how you know you got it correctly. But the rest is a little different. So you're going to push up the leg and kind of orient it properly. Don't do that because you know, you don't want that to you don't want to lose that. Fold this up, bring this in, fold that down and around, and that's basically gonna create a leg for you. So yeah, that's one full leg done. That's easy. This, however, is a little more complicated here, because you have to essentially spin this around, fold this in, and yeah, it's a little difficult how to transform this into robot mode. But then it pretty much becomes a little easier here, because now you pop this back all the way, fold this up, clip this in, and then pretty much just extend the arms and swivel the hands correctly. And yeah, that's Thrash. And I'm not gonna lie, Thrash might be my favorite design, my favorite of the Season 2 redesigns. Because he basically just stays the same. There's really not much wrong with him in that regard. And yeah, I mean, you're really just... It's just simply put, it's just fine engineering. There's nothing wrong with it. This does leave the fact that the worst is left for last, is because I just do not like this transformation, and most of this toy I do not like at all. The only reason why I still have this character is just because I can't bring myself to get rid of him without getting rid of the other Terrans. And that's just wrong. Oh, by the way, here's Nightshade. Not to scale, obviously. What is to scale? Kinda to scale. I wouldn't necessarily say it is, but what is to scale is this right here, which is pretty much my whole main point of collecting Terrans. And it was basically the entire start of this entire damn toy line itself. His sister. The twins. The twins that started it all. And yeah. Yeah, he's a bit taller, which is good enough for me. You know what's not good enough? Is when you have to take the Deluxe class, which, where did I put the Deluxe class? Oh yeah, I put it all the way on this shelf. Not on the Holy Grail shelf, but you know what? There's a reason why I didn't deserve to be on the Holy Grail shelf. And that's just because this is an inferior. Very inferior. These two are Deluxes, but they're the same size. I like it when Twitch is a bit smaller than her brother. Just like it was in the show. That being said, it's time to take a look at this guy, and I'm just gonna rush through the transformation because I'm be honest, I do not like this figure at all. But the only reason why I have this guy, and the only reason why he still stays in my collection, is because he's a Terran, and because he's one of the few new factions. Because I like collecting different factions than just Autobots and Decepticons. But lately, there hasn't been any good factions. So I'm just stuck with collecting the same old over and over again. Or, in other cases, collecting Metal Carbot. So pretty much, this is just going to go up here. And, yeah, now you got a little Abomination. But essentially what you do is you push the head up, push it back, and you spin around the head. And that's it. Transformation 2 robot mode is not that bad. And I don't mind Jawbreaker's design. It's just the fact that this... He comes with a tail weapon, which is just boring. He comes with 2 guns, which I don't know why, but there you go, 2 guns. He's not a gun user, and yet he had those in the shield. Like, what the fuck, man? They did the Terrans so dirty. And that's saying something. Also, I'm gonna use for some of them, I'm gonna need to use, like, background characters to kind of stand them up. Because, I'm gonna be honest, there's just nothing that's really... Oh, hi, that's ironic. Starscream next to hashtag. We're gonna do that later on. Ah, oh, shit. Okay, this is not working at all. Come on. Come on. Trying to get a group photo. Trying to get the group photo. Come on. Don't start falling on me. Don't start falling on me. And then I gotta transform Spitfire quickly. And then replace her with the Takara one. Just to make things easy. Because, yeah, this is the Terrans. I guess that's basically what I should just name this. This is the Terrans review. And I guess I should have just done that, but, like, I mean, I don't know. Jawbreaker's got the least amount of articulation, and he already shown it during transformation, so there's no point of doing it again. Hashtag pretty much has the same exact articulation as the other hashtag. It's just Thrash and Aftermath that we will really have to look at. But yeah, this is the complete Terrans from the show. And, Twitch, you're covering his face. Thank you. The complete Terrans from the show, where they're all out of fucking scale. Yeah. And it's ironic that 2 Decepticons are holding them up. Oh, and Bumblebee. So, Thrash's articulation, real quick. Head is on a ball joint. Look up that far, down a little bit. Left to right, every ball's will be swivel. Arms on a rotational axis. A little bit of butterfly. They're kind of like double jointed in a way when you transform them. Well, also he has like this outwards movement. Wrist swivel apparently. Waist like forward that far. Back all the way. Full splits. Thigh swivel. Less than 90 knees, unfortunately, just due to how it transforms. But for whatever reason. But he does have ankle tilts, so I'll give him that. Alright, you know what, screw it. Jawbreaker kinda just is like very weak, but you know, at least has more 90 bend. But yeah, he's kind of just a meh figure, to be honest. Like, his arms are detented, which I just don't like. I don't like the fact that this just doesn't go anywhere. I don't like... This figure is just so weird. His head's fine, I guess, and he's got hot rod shoulders. Well, that's just great. He has no waist either. And then there's Aftermath. Aftermath, head's on a ball joint. Look up that far, up around. He's kind of got up and down. He's got also hot rod shoulders. Damn it. Kind of. He's got bicep at least. 90. Nothing at the wrist. Waist. Legs. Forward. Back. Unimpeded, thankfully. You know, that's a good thing about the Terrans. Is that they're so good. Is that most of their motion is pretty much up there. Full basically bend, like maximum knees, foot pivot, and tilt. So yeah, really good for both of these. Like, I really think this is a great, you know, if you can stomach collecting all of these, nice forward, back, thigh swivel, 90, ankle tilt, that. She doesn't have any wrists, unfortunately. Ball joint at the head, but it's really expressive, too. I really do like it. And then, unfortunately, she has hot rod shoulders. And these weird arms as well. But, yeah, I mean, I don't mind this. I don't mind this at all. I don't mind the fact that this is basically the collection right here. That's just Earthspark right there. That's just my Earthspark collection. But I guess I could bring in one more character. The standout of the show. And I have to use this one because it just kind of makes more sense scale-wise. But yeah. Yeah, I'm going to use a different figure to make him stand. There we go. There we go. Megatron looking over the Terrans. That is nice. And yeah, that's the end of the review. I'm sorry it took so long. But the next review is going to be a lot quicker because we're taking a look at... also, I forgot to just throw this in there, but let's just do it now for the hell of it. There we go. There we go. Now that's thumbnail. Now it's just a thumbnail. There we go. Okay, so the next review is gonna be Earthspark Soundwave. Finally taking a look at the best figure in an actual review. So, Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hope to click notifications so be updated on all updates videos. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, Til All Are One. And fuck you, Hasbro, for ruining Season 2 and more.